Everything looked the same: the trees, the fruits, the animals. But the eagle knew something strange was in the air. From above, she saw more than just leaves and branches. She noticed subtle movements, invisible signs to those who only looked at the present. The leaves that once guaranteed juicy fruits now barely traded for a withered seed. And the animals? They acted as if nothing had changed. Down below, chaos reigned. Monkeys tossed leaves into the air thinking they were rich. Raccoons exchanged leaves for forgotten scraps of food. Squirrels fought over increasingly expensive fruits, not realizing how much they lost with each trade. And amid it all, one question hung like smoke. Why is everything more expensive if nothing much has changed? The eagle already knew the answer, but the forest still had to learn. Inflation isn't witchcraft, it's consequence. When everyone wants more fruit but the forest has the same number of trees, prices rise. When a drought wipes out half the crops, what's left becomes gold. And when the forest leaders start printing leaves as a quick fix, each one becomes worth less. The real problem? The animals focused on the leaves and forgot about the trees. The eagle, who had seen this story before, started connecting the dots. She realized more leaves didn't mean more wealth. If everyone had more leaves, fruit just got more expensive. And if fruit's prices rose faster than the value of leaves, animals became poorer without even noticing. So while others chased leaves, she began looking for seeds. The eagle wasn't faster than the cheetah or stronger than the bear, but she had something few others had: vision. While the other animals stared at what was right in front of their noses, she saw the entire forest. She knew where the soil was fertile, where the rain fell first, and where the best fruits grew. So she decided to plant. Literally. With her claws, she gathered forgotten seeds. She planted them in safe soil and cared for them with patience. Weeks passed, then months, then years. Meanwhile, the other animals stayed on the leaf treadmill. Each crisis brought a new magic fix: hoard leaves, cut back on fruit, blame the weather. But the eagle knew true wealth grows slowly, but grows surely. She invested in fruit-bearing trees. Every harvested fruit produced more seeds. Every new branch meant more food in the future. That's the power of time and compounding. While the animals hoped leaves would regain value, the eagle no longer needed them. She had built her own income ecosystem. More than that, she realized rushing is useless if you're on the wrong path. The forest has always had cycles, times of drought and times of abundance. Those who fly high understand. Those who only react suffer. The eagle was beginning to reap what so few had planted: freedom. While the eagle grew in silence, the other animals kept making mistake after mistake. The monkey, thrilled with the new leaves, traded them all for rare, ripe bananas. The raccoon spent everything on improvements for his makeshift den. The skunk didn't even move, thought hiding leaves under the bed was enough. And when fruits doubled in price, they were all hungry and without a plan. Another common mistake was blind trust in the jungle government. Whenever things got tight, more leaves were handed out. The animals cheered. But what seemed like a solution turned into poison. With more leaves in circulation, prices climbed even faster. And so, the forest entered a cycle of illusion and scarcity. Some animals tried extreme cuts. "I'm not eating expensive fruit anymore," they said. They lived on bark, roots, and empty promises. But cutting doesn't help if you're not planting anything new. Saving has value, but real wealth comes from building, not just avoiding spending. The eagle knew this. She watched their mistakes with compassion, but from a distance. She understood you can't teach someone to fly if they haven't stopped digging. Every wrong choice was a reminder: if you don't have a plan, you become part of someone else's. Over time, the eagle's orchards turned into full forests. Fruits grew without much effort. What the animals called passive income was for her just nature well tended. The winds shifted, but she had already built shelter. And best of all, she no longer depended on the forest's leaves. Her investments were long-term trees, diversified, resilient, safe. Some bore fruit every month, others delivered one big harvest a year. And when one dried up, there was no panic. Others were still growing. That's how the eagle thought. Diversify, plant with strategy, harvest with patience. Meanwhile, she trained her sight. She read climate maps, studied rain cycles, anticipated pests. In human terms, she educated herself, studied economics, learned about investing. She knew knowledge is a rare kind of seed. The more you use it, the more it grows. And as the forest worsened, the eagle became a reference. Not because she spoke fancy words, but because she flew differently. And now she started teaching her young to do the same. See ahead, act with focus, build before the crisis. That was her true legacy. The forest goes on. Leaves still circulate, prices rise and fall, and animals follow their paths. But now, you know the eagle's story. You know hoarding leaves won't help if you don't understand the system. You know fruit doesn't grow from luck, it grows from choice. So the question isn't whether you're lucky. The question is, are you planting anything? Are you tending your financial orchard? Or are you still living off leaves, hoping the wind changes? It doesn't matter if you're a lion, turtle, or wolf. Any animal can learn to fly, as long as it has vision. And flying doesn't mean escaping. It means seeing from above, planning, acting smart. In the next video, we'll go even deeper into the financial jungle. A new lesson is on the way, maybe with a new animal, maybe with a new perspective. And if this story made sense to you, it's time to take the next step. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with a friend who keeps chasing leaves. And tell me in the comments, what tree are you ready to start planting today? Because every forest begins with a seed, and your financial orchard might be one step away from growing.